I remember when we had you on, and we started near the end, started to talk about sales and all of that, and you got like I remember your eyes perked up a little bit. We talked about understanding how to get the money, find the money, not be afraid to ask for the money. I remember that then. I was like, okay, but now everything's about money. Everything's about finding the revenues, and you have scratched all over the place to find it. And at first, there's a couple of things. Well, that doesn't make sense. And the next thing you know, other conferences are looking at the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I like to say that I'm a first mover. I'm a bit of a change agent. I brought some different ideas to the table. Not every idea is going to work.
Sure.
Um, but, one of the first things I did is I brought our commercial business in house. We had been outsourcing it for 27 years. And I just decided we need to control our own revenue at the conference. And you're seeing more and more people do that now. And that gave us the ability to do a deal like PayPal that we announced. Because had I not brought the commercial business in house, that deal's not coming to the Big 12. So we've been setting ourselves up for this moment where we could monetize the full scale of being 16, control our own destiny when you think about the commercialization of collegiate athletics. So everything builds on the next thing. And I'm just happy some of the things that we did early on are now going to, provide us with the kind of growth that we need moving forward.
Is that something that Jerry Jones did when he bought the Cowboys? You have the NFL splits their revenue, but he then took the value of what was Texas Stadium and now AT&T Stadium and started to get his own individual. And nobody had ever. They were like, that can't be done. Pepsi, that's kind of what he did back. And everyone said that's not happening.
He's been a first mover on the commercial side. I mean, I have the utmost respect, and one of his top commercial guys is an old dear friend of mine, Chad Estes, and he's been responsible for us to be here today and some of the increased involvement with the Cowboys. But Jerry comes from that mindset. How do you leverage the IP that you're building and then ultimately drive revenue behind it? And I feel we're in a great place right now. It was the first time in the history of the conference where we went into the marketplace with 16 schools and the conference combined.
Right.
And went to a brand, a big brand, a global brand, and said, we have a business solution for you. That's pretty powerful. Because when you think about it, we're 16 strong. We're in 10 states, 4 time zones. We have 90 million people in our footprint. So the question has always been, and I've posed this to our board, we got to leverage the scale of being 16. Or why did we expand? Now, long term, January of 30, we'll leverage the scale of 16 and how we've been able to build our brands in our new TV deal. Because I think we'll have a big moment. But the short game is, how do we leverage that scale right now? PayPal was a great first example, and there's more to come.